Hello again. This is Joel from Dad Life Chess. Thank you for watching. We're playing another 10-minute training game here on chess.com. We finally got black. The last two games were white, and so today we're going to play the old trusty Team Scandi. The Scandinavian seems to be you either love it or hate it. Shout out to John Bartholomew. Big fan of his, been a big fan of his for many years. Been watching his wonderful YouTube channels and YouTube videos. And I guess that's probably why I started playing the Scandinavian maybe 4 or 5 years ago. I've tried out quite a few different openings. I like the Scandinavian. It kind of fits in my mode of not having to study openings too much. Okay, so I'm trying to remember. I think I simply takes check. No, I'm gonna drop back. I'm trying to think of what my opponent can do here. I think I take here, and I think I take here. And I'm just gonna castle. I feel like this is a decent position. Queen's kind of in the center here. Push, push, maybe get my bishop out here. Okay. We're playing Nerd Blaster. Looks like a strong player. Been playing on chess.com for quite a bit, according to his profile. Can't take that. Let's just go here. See if my opponent wants to take that pawn. I need to get my pieces out, so kind of sacrificing a pawn here makes logical sense. Let's go ahead and go here. My opponent's going to want me to take this because it's kind of poisoned. Doesn't seem like I can take this. I feel like my position has gotten pretty passive here. But I have ideas of, yeah, okay, that's... here. Guard this. And now my idea is if I play something here, I can move here. The position's definitely passive, but I think by my opponent pushing d5, kind of keeping the d file closed, maybe gave me a little extra time to develop. And now I have some ideas here. Let me get my bishop here. I don't mind this necessarily. I'll just push here. He takes that. I'm okay with him taking my dark square bishop. Yeah, I was gonna say this doesn't really scare me because I don't mind that too much. My dark square bishop's not really doing a whole lot. I don't envision my opponent taking, to be honest with you. Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't really think he would. But what about this? No, because he just takes back with the queen, maybe. Okay. All right. Well, let's get something going over here on the king side. Maybe I can push here, make my opponent think a little bit. I need some kind of counterplay. And my opponent's, yeah, I was gonna say my opponent putting some really kind of pushing there. What's my opponent gonna do here? Yeah. Okay, so I can get this here, and now I'm here. Oh, pfft, I absolutely just blundered my piece. Wow. Wow. Rough day. Rough day. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be made playing today for sure. I think my opponent's trying to figure out what the trap is, but there's no trap. It's a free piece, man. Take it. What? What? Wow, my okay. All right. Well, I'll keep that. I'll put my wow. All right. Okay. Thank you. All right. It's not over yet. Let's see what happens. I think my opponent's going to figure this out and be like, "What is going on? What is going on?" Wow. Kind of has to take, I think. Yeah, I was going to say. This is interesting. This is definitely interesting. I have some counterplay now. This bishop is kind of a beast. Mm-hmm. All right, let's go here. I really kind of am surprised that my opponent allowed this. First of all, I take. I'm gonna go there and just see what my opponent's gonna do with this. Check. Yeah, this is interesting. This pawn is rolling. I mean, there's something going on here. King here, rook here. Wow. I really feel like my opponent is going to just be very, very upset once my opponent sees that he had that. Oh man, I don't want that to go. That bishop is very, very important. Let's put that bishop here, maybe. Let's see. What can we do? Maybe I go here, and then yeah, then I go checks. Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind that because this seems pretty dangerous. Yeah. Okay. All right. So good move. Good move. All right. I gotta play this smart. Let's just back up here. And then we'll go here. I'm kind of putting all my pieces on dark squares. That's maybe not the best decision with his dark squared bishop alive and well. I seriously can't believe that I somehow have gotten away with this. Okay, he's put his pieces good spot, stopping me, kind of blockading me, so to speak. I want to see how I can get this through. I'm not seeing it yet. I need to get my pieces more active. Where am I going here? What am I doing? What am I doing? Really need to get my knight into a better square. Oh my, I just saw something. That's a problem. That's a problem. If my opponent even plays back, this could be an issue for my opponent. Wow. Not the best game. Okay, so that's that. I can still check my opponent. Oh, that's interesting. That's gonna be rough. Yeah. That's gonna be rough. Yeah. Wow. Okay, that nice comeback win, chess.com says. So I don't know what to say about that other than the fact that that did not go over as well as should have. But all right, well, let's go over the game, I guess, and let's just go back and see these kind of critical moments. So I played here. I honestly, this knight f3 Scandinavian I struggle with the most. Those lines I need to know. I'll have to go back and look at the theory on this, but yeah, this move can't be right. I just think it's a poor move on my behalf. So my opponent kind of puts a cramp in my position. I really think that was probably an inaccuracy, because I feel like I couldn't get my pieces out very easily, and I feel like if he would have taken, this would have been coming, and it just seems like his pieces are going to be a lot more active, and it's going to be harder and harder for me to get everything going. But thankfully I had this kind of defensive technique. I'm guarding that square, and then we get to this position right here. Yeah, that's a move. Oh man. All right, let me pull up this game real quick so I can go back here. So yeah, basically I played, where are we at? So yeah, my opponent trusted my move, I guess. I wanted my bishop here, and that's a move. That's resign times, actually. I actually almost resigned as soon as I played bishop c5 double question mark, but it ended up being a brilliancy of sorts. So now my bishop is just an absolute beast, and I got this kind of lot of pressure here. Played. I'm not sure if I had a chance to do that earlier. So obviously I drop back. He goes here, and then as soon as I saw that this was an option, I was like, ooh, this is, I mean, that's really hard for him to defend. I mean, he really has to move his rook way over here. Here still falls into it. The one that my opponent chose was knight here, I mean rook here, which is actually worse because he can't even defend. He goes back, takes, and then like literally, oh, that's mate. Not that one. Let's go with here, and then this, and then you know, you take here, and you have everything. I mean, it's over. Yeah, and takes, and then oh no, I can't go there. Just kidding. JK. Yeah, just get the knight out of the way, and that's gonna roll. You can even just push anyway. There's literally no way for my opponent to stop that pawn. So yeah, it's over. So wow, that was I would say I got lucky. Let me go turn on the lines here, the evaluation bar, and the let's see what Stockfish says, if there's anything that jumps out. So I'm kind of curious. Right here, am I supposed to take? Stockfish says they takes castles, and then yeah, it's about even. So I think my bishop h5 had to be in inaccuracy. I think I'm just supposed to simply take, and then just take and castle. So so the game continued here. And yeah, that was a mistake. Definitely a mistake. E6. Yeah, obviously get your pieces out. Yeah, E6. So my opponent plays queen a5. I play king b8. Yeah, that was also this was a big mistake. And my opponent should have just taken. But by playing d5, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, that actually changes it for a slight advantage for black. So I think that was a mistake by my opponent. And my opponent went here. I played knight c8, defending, trying to keep everything together. My opponent threatens. I push. He goes back. I play f5, which is actually recommended by the computer. 4 f4. Bishop d2, and then check out this brilliant move. I'm gonna give this move, you can't see it on your end, I'm giving it a double exclamation point, because that ended up being the best and worst move of the game. And I don't know, my opponent just didn't see it, and I guess that's chess for you. So I don't deserve it, but that's all right. Stockfish is again just saying push f3. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Also rook hf8, but I just got my bishop kind of on a central square, and then at this point, yeah, it's also saying f3 right here, which also makes really good sense. I don't know what I should have obviously seen that, because f3, then this moves, and then I'm taking here, and that's actually checkmate in 2 for those that are paying attention. So yeah, that's a killer move. I missed f3. I think I was just so floored by the fact that I was able to somehow survive this. And so yeah, here, and everything is so yeah, taking is, I think, a pretty big mistake. It gives takes away the advantage. I probably shouldn't have exchanged. Stockfish right here is saying rook dg8, queen takes, rook takes, and then then pushing f3. So yeah, it's it's always going to be building up on that. So exchanging queens prematurely was not very wise. I just didn't know if my opponent could stop this attack and the advance of my pawn. Oh wow, look at that. Knight f5 is the best move here in this position. And obviously things like this I was kind of hoping and expecting for, and then this is going to fall next. But my opponent didn't do that. My opponent wisely, where are we at? Oops, sorry. My opponent wisely played knight e1. Oh, I had it right here. Wow, I just totally missed that. That's hilarious. So yeah, knight check here. It works. King d3, knight f1, and then here it's here. Wow, yeah. Okay, so I missed that right away. I missed the fact that I could when he played knight e1, it's like lights out. Actually, rook takes f2 is powerful as well, but because the rook's gonna fall. The rook's gonna fall as well. After knight g3. So yeah, so knight g3 here. I missed that. It was a missed tactic. I played rook g7, and then my opponent allowed me to put my rook back there, and then here I was able to play knight g. My opponent must have seen. My opponent resigned here. My opponent must have seen the knight g3 tactic, because my opponent didn't drop back with his knight. So yeah, definitely not the best and most beautiful game you've ever seen in your life, but hey, I guess that's chess for you. I got definitely got lucky there. Blunder for the win. That's what you do. Drop your pieces and win games. You heard it here first. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to subscribe, please do. If you like the video, let us know. Any comments or suggestions are always appreciated. Gotten some good feedback with some helpful tips, and hopefully today's game is mildly entertaining. I don't know if I would call it instructional. Let's just go with entertaining. Have a great night.